Hey guys, so incredibly crazy new workflow that I unlocked today using Claude Code and a few other things. So over here on the left, you see this local yoga studio that's near my house. They have an okay website. They don't really have a strong branding. And I basically use Claude Code to redesign their website, also integrate a blog, as you can see over here, and even redesign their entire homepage with entirely new sections. But that isn't the craziest thing from this workflow. The craziest thing is that you can give Claude Code a zip code and a niche, like let's say 33172, and the niche being like tattoo parlor, and it'll find 10 tattoo businesses for you. And you can, for example, choose like the first 5 or all 10 if you wanted to, and it'll run the system where it will analyze the location. And once you have these businesses locked down, it'll run the system where it'll understand the design, the branding of that specific company, the content in terms of the images and the text, and then it'll create this new design using a specific number of skills that we're going to give it. And at the end, we're going to be using Arvow to integrate their API into Claude Code to basically look for competitors' keywords and see what type of content is performing for them, and then create blog posts based on those winning keywords. So as you can see, this is one of them, yoga versus Pilates. And then you can just scroll down. You have the name of the writer who wrote this blog. You can scroll down and you can see different categories over here. You can see external links. I can click on this and it takes me to another website. I have AI generated images that match the content of this blog. And then at the very bottom, we have FAQs. And so the whole goal of this is to basically create a list of different pages that we can eventually send via email to the owners of this business, and use Vercel to host the design that Claude gives you as a preview link, so you can include it in the email. And so essentially we're just using AI to analyze their existing websites, come up with an entirely new design based on their content, and basically just cold call that business with the preview link of their redesigned website. And by the way, guys, my name is Lucas, and if you're all interested in these types of workflows, please feel free to join my free Discord community down in the description below. We get together every single weekday to talk about different tools, different topics, different challenges. And I also have a school community where you can join me live behind the scenes as I do these workflows. But anyways, the first thing that we want to do is we want to open up a new empty folder. I'm going to name it mine Scraper Design. And then we can open up Cursor. So I'm just going to close this agent over here and open the project. So we open up our empty folder like so. And over here, I can look for my Claude Code extension. Just going to select that and open up a new session for this project. Now, the first prompt that you want to write is the following. I need to create a system that allows me to search for a specific zip code and niche. Then I get a feed of 10 businesses. Now, you could change this to just 5 or to 50. But again, keep in mind that the more that you put at the end, it's going to cost a lot of credits. I have the max account and I spent a bunch of credits in this project, but you want to scan 10 businesses in that specific location with this niche that have a website. And then once I select one, the AI should scan the homepage design and content/context, only the homepage, and redesign the homepage using the following skills. So here's where I put 2 different skills. This first one called impeccable. Now, I don't think this is just a skill. I think this is like more of a repo or a doc that you can use and kind of clone to your own project. It has enhanced impeccable skill plus anti-patterns and 18 design commands like polish, audit, typeset, and overdrive. And polish being one that, we can use for today's project. But here's an example. Here's like the before, right? Interfont, purple gradient, generic copy, cards on cards. And then the after, we get this very, very clean design. And this whole homepage kind of tells a story of how that design would look like. We get this really clean look. We have these very nice details. As you can see, I highlight the text, turns pink. The font overall looks very, very nice. And so this is definitely something that I would like to add to these redesigns. And in order to give this to Claude Code, you can just go ahead and click this GitHub button at the top right and literally just copy the URL from the repo and paste it into Claude Code. And the second one is the front-end design skill by Claude. You can use both. I used both in my example, but at the end of the day, you can just use the impeccable one, I'd say. But then when you get that submitted, you're gonna get this answer by Claude Code. So first, do you have a Google Places API key? It's gonna use this Google Places API key to basically search the web for these businesses based on that zip code. It's going to ask you for the output format, whether it be HTML, React, or even in Framer. So it kind of understands from my previous conversations that I like to use a Framer MCP, but in this case, I just use React. And the two skills you linked aren't installed locally. Should I clone them into the project? Yes, that's what I said. Yes. So in order to install the Google Places API, all you have to do is search on Google for Google Places API. You're going to land on this link. You just want to go ahead and click on Get Started. And then you can basically create that Google Places API key and just copy that code or copy that key and then ask Claude Code to create a .env file for you where you can safely place your code. And then you can just confirm to Claude, hey, I added my API. Let's do it. And then it's going to ask you for the zip code and the niche. I put yoga studio because I wanted something more creative. I was thinking like immigration lawyer before, but then I decided, hey, let's just do like a yoga studio. So 33172 yoga studio, 10 results in the row, pick one by number or paste a URL. So I just said, let's pick by number. And it gave us this list of 10 different businesses. So we have all of these real businesses are actually real businesses with real websites and real ratings. And then I said, hey, let's just pick the first one, which ended up being this one. And, they have their own yoga. It's like this purple and green color. Looks all right, but it also is not so nice. It looks like it's like a WordPress template. We all know what I'm talking about. But they have a lot of great content. You can see who the owner is, right? This guy. You can see where they're located. You can see that they have like different ebooks and all of this stuff. They have like their own style, right? So I thought that this was like a really good place to start. So as a first draft, we got something like this, which in my opinion looks nothing like the real website. And we got this like brown and orange color, and the real website has like more of this purple and green color, as you can see. Plus, this design that we got didn't really have any images. Like it understood the context in terms of writing, in terms of the copy, but it didn't have any real images of the business, and I thought that was lacking. Plus, the AI created like this new logo from scratch, and I didn't really like that. So I really had to refine the system because all of this here was actually pretty good. I put the niche, I put the zip code, I got the businesses. It understood the context and the design. Actually, didn't understand the design. I had to kind of reiterate on that, and it was giving me a not so good result. It was giving me an okay result, something that you would expect for a first try. So I really needed these three things. I needed the real images from their actual website. I needed their real logo, and I needed their brand colors. And so actually Impeccable comes with one of these skills called color and contrast. And you can read a little bit more about it, but they also have this sophisticated palette structure that they use. And I basically told the AI to use this palette structure with the actual colors that the real website uses. So after some iteration, we got something like this, which, looks much better in terms of the colors. We also get the logo on the top left. We get the purple primary color. I can scroll down a little bit and we get these new sections with these new colors. We get the pictures, as you can see from the real website. Some specific sections look actually really, really neat, like this one. But there was something off with this hero section that it produced, right? You could see straight off the bat, 3 different types of fonts, 3 colors. The layout was kind of weird. And if you look at the old hero section, like it also doesn't look so nice, but it says new student special, unlimited yoga and meditation, $69 for 30 days. It gives you the incentive to click on this buy now. And this new hero section didn't really give me that incentive, right? It says yoga meditation daily, a full studio in the heart of South Florida. It sounds very, very like vague. So I use this design critique skill. I think it's also by Anthropic, yeah. And you can run this skill and it'll basically give you like a list of different things that need to be improved. And so I ran that design critique skill and basically added like an extra layer of design based on that critique. But then at the end, we get this nicer look after the design critique. Obviously, there's some certain things that we still need to kind of position. Like I would maybe put this in the center or bottom aligned, maybe center aligned, but we get like a new student special section. It's more of a call to action, I would say, than before. We still get this yoga meditation daily, but we get this new section that kind of prompts people to sign up for a special price. But anyways, now that we started getting a design that we liked, using these different skills, right? Getting the front end skill, getting that impeccable skill, and then the critique layer to top it all off, and then redesign, we're happy with our design. And the next step now was to use another thing that I wanted to do, just to kind of like put a cherry on top, is to use this tool called Arvow and its API to basically scan competitors' websites and look at keywords that are performing well for their competitors and create content based on those keywords and automatically publish it to that site. Because at the end of the day, your yoga studio, right? This yoga studio that you have, yes, you might have services that you provide. You might have different types of yoga sessions that you might provide. And you can talk about all of these different yoga sessions that you provide, but there's also different topics that the people that you're trying to get to your yoga studio are looking for. Like maybe they're stressed, maybe they have back pain, maybe they're looking for a sense of community. And this is all like locally run, right? People in the specific place in Miami where you have your yoga studio are having back pain. So how can you find these people? Well, in order to do this, you'd have to basically create a bunch of content, right? A bunch of content using the same template as a blog detail page template and create all of these different pages that talk about these things, but are more targeted towards the local market where your yoga studio is located. So for example, the AI created this journal tab over here, and I can scroll down, yoga versus Pilates, which one for which body? And then we have yoga for anxiety, what 8,500 teaching hour has actually taught us. Then we have what to wear to your first yoga class. We have Reiki in Doral, Florida. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. So we can click on this and we have Reiki in Doral, Florida. Some people would maybe search for like a Reiki session in this specific area, right? But how exactly would you know if Reiki in Doral, Florida is performing well, or what to wear to your first yoga class is something that's worth putting on your website? Well, you would want the AI to basically look at your competitors' websites and scan them all to basically look for winning keywords that is driving a lot of traffic to these sites, and basically get these keywords or get these questions that are being answered and convert them to your own brand over here. And this whole process that we're seeing over here, we're going to be using Claude Code and Arvow. And this is what you want to do with Claude Code. You want to ask Claude, hey, let's check out our competitors' websites and let's look for winning keywords that it's driving traffic to these competitor websites. And then let's use the Arvow API key to get these keywords and to generate articles with internal links to other pages in our website or to external links, to also add YouTube videos to generate images for the content of our blog and have really winning blog pages that we can eventually just programmatically add to our site. And that's a huge upsell when it comes to sending this to potential clients. And in order to get that set up, what you need to do is you need to do two things. First thing is you need to create an integration for an API and copy this API key. And then you would want to add that API key to that .env file so it's stored safely in your project. And the second thing would be the webhook integration. And for the webhook integration, Claude Code would need a few things. They would need the secret code over here, and it would also need this ID from your URL. So you just want to give it those two things, and Claude would basically provide you with a callback URL, which you basically just have to paste in here, save the changes, and you're good. And while you wait for Claude Code to generate, you'd also want to look further into Arvow. Arvow has great extra features that you can use, like for example, this LLM brand monitor, where you can create a new monitor and add a specific website. Let's say it's one of the competitors' websites. Let's actually use their website for an example. We can go back in here, paste in this URL, click on continue, and Arvow finds prompts to you that might be interesting to track. And these are basically prompts to see whether or not you rank for these prompts if someone searches for these in ChatGPT or in Claude or Perplexity. So for example, where can I find yoga classes in South Florida might be an interesting one. We can even nail this down to like a more specific place like Doral, where this exact yoga studio is, and we can create and start the monitor. And as you can see, its visibility is 58%. Sentiment positive, that means that it's not so bad. So it does kind of rank, for example, with Claude or Gemini, there's a 75% score. But in some cases, like for this specific question, this brand doesn't really have all the answers to this specific question. And there's just a big chunk of missing content, a lot of potential content that you can provide to this brand. But yeah, anyways, going back to our template, we eventually get things like this, and we can show this to that client. But in order to show this to this client, we don't want to send them a local host link, right? We want to actually create a preview link. And that's kind of like the last step in my little diagram over here, is to create a preview link and to use Vercel. And I use Vercel because it's just very, very easy. All you have to do is say like, let's add this to a preview link in Vercel. And if it's your first time doing this, it's probably going to ask you for some credentials. All you have to do is just click on the links and find them and paste them, and that's it. And Claude forever knows my credentials, so it's never going to ask me for that again. And as you can see, I have my 2 preview links, so I can just click on it and we're authenticated. We can go in, we have our design, we can go into training, and over here you can see that I have my whole design over here, and I can go to journal and I have my journal over here with a different blog post, and I can just scroll down and boom, it's all there. And then after this works, after you have your proof of concept, my idea was to redo this from scratch, start from the very first point over here, start with a new niche, a new zip code, get new businesses, but instead of just doing 1 at a time, how about we do like 5 at a time? And that's exactly what I did. And this obviously takes a bunch of credits. You want to make sure that you have a really good system in place. That's why, guys, if you want to, use my documents, I have like the whole history of this workflow in a few documents that I've saved. Please let me know down in the comments below so I can send it. If we get a good amount of comments, like around 50, I'll put it in the description for free. But what if we can do like 5 businesses at a time? So this time I changed the niche to tattoos. And for example, I found this tattoo studio in the same zip code as the yoga place. And this is the result that I got, right? Use the logo. We have this nice nav bar over here. We have this really cool hero section with this like nice little ticket where you can request a quote on your piece this week. You can give a description of what your tattoo is going to look like. You can add your email. We have this nice little ticker. We have these images here, kind of like in this really cool style. Very nice hover effects. Really, really cool. And this is like the first shot using that system. And to top it off, it also has these blog posts from that Arvow API. So you can see quality tattoo work. And that takes us to like another page, to an external page. We also have internal links that take us to our services page. And at the end, we have this nice FAQ section to top it all off. And at the bottom, we get like other articles that we have the Miami aftercare rules. So what to do after you have your tattoo, sun, sweat, salt water. Again, more context. And yeah, guys, I spent like 3 hours on this. And if you guys want to watch that footage, please check the description down below. And if you want to join the next one, I do these live. You can join me live. So please feel free to join that also down below. And like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.